all started the day my husband died.
That must have been difficult. I'm sorry.
My husband's death upset me terribly. But not as much as finding out that he had been having affairs with 3 other women, one of whom was a very good friend of mine, all of whom quickly came out of the woodwork to grab part of his estate.
Oh, and Lux Motors had their little side business figure it.
Well, when you're hurt and lonely, sometimes you do stupid things.
No, I meant about the extortion. Your husband was already dead. Why would you still pay to keep your mistake quiet?
Well, the court battles with these women are still going on. They all have high-priced attorneys. Those jackals at Lux said they'd somehow twist it around, so I'd
lose all this, I gotcha.
5 years with a man who turned out to be a total stranger. I think I've paid enough, don't you? You know, in China they have a saying, if someone saves your life, you become their servant.
Good thing we're not in China.
Yeah, but if we were and I had to be someone's servant, I think I'd be glad it was you. What are you doing?
Calling a cab?
Oh, come on, don't be silly. Take the Jag.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm serious. I have a Range Rover in the garage, which I drive most of the time anyway. Besides, this way you have to bring it back.
Hold on. Look, lady, don't do this to me, okay? I'm not real good at resisting temptation.
Well, good. Like you said last night, you've always dreamed of having a Jag. Think of this as a test drive.
Well, since you are my servant.
I suggest stripping down your fuel injection, making those very, delicate adjustments.
Well, I just love a man who can put his finger on the problem.
Usual credit check on Mrs. Hunter. Pressman. Well, her husband's a bank president. I'm thinking access codes to some nice fat corporate accounts.
Manny. Well, there's hope for you yet. I'll make it happen.
Nice wheels.
High maintenance. Just like the lady who owns it. Bobby Morales. Vince McDonald.
So Vince, Manny tells me there's big bucks to be made here. And not just servicing the cars.
More like crumbs after Boyd grabs his cut, considering we take all the risks.
Maybe you should report him to the union.
Or better yet, become the union.
Oh man, don't listen to this guy. He thinks he's the normal Ray of gigolos.
Shut up.
Loser.
So, become the union. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm only telling you this because you look like a sharp guy. I'm saying we go out on our own. We don't need Boyd pimping for us and taking 40%. You know what else?
What?
No more getting our hands dirty because we have to work in these freaking cars in between.
In other words, just the escort thing. Sounds good in theory.
Hey, I'm already doing it, pal. After I've had him a couple of times, I give him my own car and have him call me direct. Plus, I'm building up lists.
So what do you need me for?
Well, I'm more the organizer, supervisor. But I'm gonna need a lot of guys.
Well, hey, I'm up for anything. If it translates to cash in my pocket, I'm down.
Oh, was that a fact? Okay, Morales. Let's see what a good mechanic you are. Drive home Mrs. Hunter. Clean her pipes, rotate her tires, whatever she requires. Give me the gate code to her house. Bring it back to me. I'll make sure you get a nice little bonus. And instructions later on for something a little bit more lucrative. Isn't that right, Vince?
We're making good progress on your case, Ann, but you are the key.
I told you I'm not going to testify, Russ.
But what about the other women who may have been squeezed? Maybe even the one who turned you on to Lux.
She is a friend. I am not going to embarrass her.
Was it Irene Singer? She told us that she knew you when we talked to her.
What else did she say?
Not much, unfortunately. In fact, none of the women that we've interviewed so far want to even admit to hearing about an escort service.
Can you blame them? They are all terrified, ashamed.
Don't you understand? As long as nobody comes forward, nothing gets done, and more people like you get victimized. Excuse me, I gotta get some air.
So, is he always as passionate about his work?
Well, he saved your life. I think he feels like he has to look after you.
So what's the situation with him anyway? Is he seeing someone?
Oh, come on. I don't think he's your type.
You don't think?
Well, I don't think your idea of a hot date is pizza and beer.
I happen to like pizza and beer.
Well, I'm not talking goat cheese pizza, and I'm not talking Heineken. And when it's over, you'll be stuck with the tab.
So in other words, he's not
Not what?
seeing someone. Sorry I disappointed you.
Well, you got every reason to be afraid.
No, I meant about using an escort service. That's why you're angry, isn't it? You know, you'd be surprised how many women do.
But why?
Same reason as men.
And that being...
Oh, come on, Russ. You don't pay a hooker to come over. You pay a hooker to leave.
Meaning you want to keep things real simple.
No messy involvements.
So what happens when you meet someone who you want to get involved with?
Well, that hasn't really been an issue in my life for a while. That is until now.
Could you punch it in for me? It's 1100. You know, it's the strangest thing. Every time my husband goes away on business, my engine overheats.
Maybe you should test drive something with a little more horsepower.
I've got a better idea. Why don't we go inside, and I'll take you for a test drive.
Well, hey, I'd love to, but I can't right now.
What?
We're a little short on help today, and this is the only van we got.
You have the nerve
I know. You hired me
to make me wait. Oh, how'd you know that's my biggest fantasy?
It is?
Oh, you're gonna make me beg for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna torture me, make me keep asking for it. Then you're just gonna give me the littlest bit.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, how long do you think you can hold out?
Well, a long time, I think. I mean...
You've got to be disciplined. You've got to be tough on me.
Oh, I will, I promise.
You have a tuxedo, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Good. Wear it. Pick me up at 8 tomorrow night. And conserve your energy. You're gonna need it.